On the bench today, we have the TRAXXAS Funco, and we're going to be doing some upgrades with this stuff right here, baby. We're going to get into some of this stuff. We're going to go over it a little bit, then we're going to get the car off the shelf, back onto the table, and start working on it. So first of all, we're going to be going with the Dynamite Fuse 160 amp ESC. This is a rebranded Hobby Wing ESC. Should give it a little bit more torque. We're gonna go to the speed gearing, the 4623. We're gonna go to the speed gearing. We have a ESC mount from Garage Life RC. I may use this, but I may keep this for something else. We have the Garage Life RC battery straps. We will be installing the wheelie bar and the whip lights. Not an upgrade, but we will be installing them. And last but not least, we have our Super Hogs, the tires that we're gonna run on here. So with no further ado, we're gonna get the car back down here, get into the video. I'm gonna come back with you when I get the first stuff on the truck, and we're gonna go from there. So hold tight, I'll be back with you in a second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got the Garage Life RC straps in there, fits perfectly. I got the ones for the XRT, and they work just as fine as the others. Because this middle part of the chassis is a lot just like the XRT. So we have the Garage Life RC battery straps in there, good to go. Moving on to the next step, y'all hold tight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I went ahead and used the ESC plate. We got the ESC mounted. Once again, that is another XRT part that fits on here perfectly. So we got the Max 5 or the Max 6 Hobby Wing. It's the Fuse, Fuse ESC in there and good to go. So next up, we're gonna be popping the motor and swapping out the gearing. So y'all hold tight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, motor ESC is back in. I got my speed gearing in there. Gotta put this down somewhere. But yeah, got my speed gearing in there. Everything is back together. Pretty easy to do. So next up, we're going to go ahead and get her plugged up and bound, and then we're gonna start working on that wheelie bar on that whip light and that wheelie bar on the back. So y'all hold tight, I'll be back with you in a second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a bound. I did not have the issue that Do RC had to where his brakes got stuck. I didn't have that issue. Mine seemed to be working fine. I don't like how my mesh sound though, so I might take it back apart, but there it is. On to the next step. All right, ladies and gentlemen, wheelie bar on. A lot of people were saying it's pretty hard, but it's not hard. It's just a lot of screws. You're looking at about 12 to 14 screws, but it's not hard at all. Once you get that motor off, it just falls on. But there it is. Wheelie bar is mounted. Hold tight. All right, y'all. We got the whip lights on there, as you can see. Pretty easy. A lot of people say they're not gonna put them on because they're scared to break them, but hey, I paid $1,300 for this car. I'm using everything that comes with it, so there it is right there. So last but not least, we're gonna get the wheels on, and then we're gonna talk about it. I got a few things that I wanted to talk about this car. So y'all hold tight. We're gonna get the wheels on. We'll be right back with you in a second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is your final product right here. I did take her outside for a minute. It's dark out there, so I didn't get any video. But I did take it outside for a minute. It runs pretty good. Not having the turning issue a lot of other people was having. Mine was actually turning pretty good. With the speed gearing, it doesn't have as much torque, so it doesn't lift up as much, so it stays down. And my motor, I didn't run that long. I maybe run about 7 or 8 minutes in my backyard. But the motor was still cool. It wasn't like really hot. So there they go. I did want to talk to y'all about this car though. My plan was to make this into the ultimate drag car. I was gonna get a wheelie bar from Top Level RC made. I was gonna put a big block motor in here and have this thing going crazy fast straight. But watching Do RC's video, y'all go check him out, Do RC. He breaks the car down all the way to the nitty gritty, and he goes through it and he tries a few things. And the problem that he was having was his gear cover. The gear cover, you have to have the gear cover on this car. The main gear cover on the X-Max and the XRT, you don't have to run it, because I'm not running it on my XRT. I don't have a gear cover. I just have the cover the one that covers the cush drive. This has two, but the way they got it designed, you have to use that cover to hold the gears down. And no one has made that cover yet. And I was anxious to get the car out and run it and see what it can do. So I just kept the stock motor on there, and I went with the Max 6, because we all know the Max 6 performs way better than that stock VXL 8S ESC does. So that was my plan to make this the ultimate dragster. I was gonna use these same tires, same exact setup, just with a big block motor and with probably with a Spectrum receiver with the AVC, probably the SR 6200 AVC receiver, so I can still have my gyro for my front wheels. But it didn't work out like that. I really wanted to get this car out, so there it is, man. I went ahead and put it together. Now she's good, so you will see a run video of this soon, really soon, no later than next week. You will have a run video of this. I'm a little busy this week, but next week I should be pretty free to get the first run video in. But that was my plan. But now she's just gonna be a fun car, drive around. I'm gonna try to course race it. I think I would do pretty good on the course with this car. It's because we run on grass, and on the grass it has a lot of bite in the front, so the car actually turns pretty good. So for right now, it's just gonna be a fun truck. I'm never gonna just send it to the moon. I will jump it, you know, maybe 2 foot, 3 feet off the ground, but it's not a send it kind of truck. So I'm not gonna send it at the skate park or nothing like that. But I am gonna have fun with it. So once the aftermarket picks up for this car, once all the M2C and Vitavon, and they make the motor mounts and all that good stuff for it, then we're gonna big block it, go ahead and take this rear motor off and put us a real sturdy wheelie bar back there. An off-road drag racing wheelie bar from Top Level RC. It's gonna be nice. So the car is not gonna lift up in the front at all. It's just gonna ride that wheelie bar to the end of the track. So we are gonna dabble back with this one as soon as they start making the parts for it. I do have a motor mount already waiting. I tested it out, it fits. I have another hardened steel spur gear that I'm gonna use, and I have plenty pinions to use. I have a 46 hardened steel spur gear, and I got plenty, like I said, plethora of pinion gear, so I can mix and match to get the right juice, what I want. I'm not gonna do like the X-Max and drop 30, 35, 30 gearing, because that gearing is fast, but that gearing is so torquey. Especially with a big block motor, it's so torquey that it's gonna make it a little tough to make the car continue to go straight. So, like I said, I will be doing more with this car once the parts are available, so I can be able to do it. I'm on the waiting list for the body. I am waiting on the new body to come in, so I can get me a nice router can paint job on it. And I can make mine different. Y'all know the Gapster, I like to be different. But that's about it, man. I want to send some shout outs to some of my brothers on the live stream with me. They're my brothers. We rock out every day. We talking. We having RC conversations, man. And I just want to let them guys know how much I really appreciate them. That is my brother J Mitch RC. My brother Router Can on Lexan, my brother Doc's RC Addiction, my brother Super Dave, my brother Ted, my brother Big Reg, big shots out down to the Hobby Shop, Stockbridge, Georgia, with my brother Glenn. Big shots to Adams at RC Discount. That's all the fellas, man. For all those channels I just said, make sure y'all go subscribe to those channels. We do a great live stream every Sunday night, 9:30. And y'all come join us and rock out, have a good time. We do giveaways. We do everything, man. We just have a great time doing RC. So there it is, man. This is my Funco. She's ready to go. I took it outside for a few minutes and it was crazy. But I appreciate y'all sticking around watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, dislike, whatever you like. YouTube in a minute.